guys, so today should be the last day of side dress. This is going to take me a little while in this field though, because I'm variable rating in this field, but I can't variable rate out of the tank. I can only do batch by batch by batch. So I'm doing 42 gallon right now. The next batch will be 52, then the last batch will be 57. That way our micros stay constant, but the rate of our 32 will change. So you can kind of see looking across the field, there's a couple different hybrids out here. Right now I'm in the 688. There's 720 where the darker green is. So right now I'm just following our yield map, running the lower rate on the higher sands, and then in kind of the fringe area run 50 gallon, and then in the low ground run 57 or 55 gallon. So total rate will be 42, 52, and 57. So there's where I ran 42, 52, and now you can see where I'm running 57. So I just got off the phone with our John Deere salesman, and I want to ask him about what's going on with that globe that we are putting RTK on that we got with the sprayer. And he said John Deere about 2 weeks ago pushed back the availability date for the RTK radios for the 3,000 and 6,000 globes. Pushed them back till July 12th. So we're not going to see that for a little while. He says if they push it back again, he's just going to throw the activations on the globe and get it to us then. But he would like to try and do this all in one shot, which I would too. I just can't believe that John Deere is having this kind of an issue. But, you know, it's just like everything else right now. And when that Chem Tool fire, or I think it was what, Chem Tool oil and lubrication plant over in Rockford, Illinois burnt. I guess John Deere gets some of their products from there, grease and oil, and I asked him on that about availability. I'm like, what's gonna happen there? I'm like, you guys setting good? How's things look? And he's like, as of right now, we've got a big stockpile of stuff sitting here at all of our stores. So, but he's like, not to say something might weird happen, but he's like, I don't know. He's like, if you need stuff, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get stuff. I'm like, well, we do need SD and HD grease, and we also need some oil, so it's like, might as well. This is just a good excuse to go and get stuff. He's like, there you go. So, well, I don't know what's going to happen there. It just seems like everything else, you know, if something crazy happens, price goes sky high, and, you know, it's similar to lumber and stuff like that. I don't know. But lumber is its own, I don't know. Lumber just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, I know part of it is embargo, well, not really embargo, but tariff there, and causing Canadian lumber to go overseas and stuff like that. I don't know. But so yeah, Dad and Grandpa are headed over to John Deere to get grease and oil. I think just engine oil, because we're good on high guard, but plus 52, we need that. And yeah, so we just get a couple cases of grease and we should be good. So I'm just getting the totals for the last load that we need from Co-Alliance. So, okay, that'll work. That'll all fit on the truck. And I should be able to get the tender sucked dry to change over to a different ticket here. And that way we're good. And I should be able to get side dressing knocked out sometime this evening. So right here is the split. 720 on this side and 688 on this side. 720 tends to roll a little bit easier and be a little bit more affected on stress, because I can't remember, I don't believe that one has Aquamax on it. This one, 688, does have Aquamax, and it always handles stress a heck of a lot better than 720, it seems like, as you can see here, because this is rolling just a hair bit, and this is completely unraveled and doesn't even look like it's being phased by the dry weather. Basically, 688 is the newer version of 506 with a lot better genetics. corn side dress 21. Done. Now on to spraying beans and doing foliar on beans. Then we've got some irrigated corn that we're going to do 2-pass fungicide on. So first pass will be through the sprayer with some micros also. Second pass will be through the plane with micros with the plane also. So I've got about, most of our beans will see 4 trips with the sprayer. 3 of those passes are just micronutrients and fungicide. So 1 more pass on just irrigated corn and then 4 passes on beans. Side dressing is finished. Yesterday we got some stuff caught up in the office, and this morning I am getting some foliar on some grilled beans. We're not going to spray the 30 intro beans just yet. Those aren't actually showing any manganese deficiency. These are just starting to show some manganese deficiency, and which is a little bit typical on this field just because it is lower ground and there is some spots out here that is half considered muck, and it's just on the verge of showing some pretty severe symptoms. It looks really great, but it's just borderline. So we're out here this morning getting some foliar on them, and I'm going to basically spray majority of our drilled beans. There's some beans over in Stark County that I don't need to spray just yet, but this will have a quart of maximized manganese, a quart of premium foliar plus, and a quart of sugar going on them. So same program like what we're running on the corn. The 30 intro beans that we ran Quadrant RS with, those are not even showing the lick of manganese deficiency yet. And Quadrant RS has, which was run through a 2x2 with 2 gallons of thiazole, has, and a gallon of sugar, has zinc, manganese, magnesium, and boron in it. So obviously the manganese in a Quadrant RS is really helping. So that's nice to see. And so that's going to give us a little bit of a breather there on getting those sprayed, which we'll get those sprayed sometime next week. They're going to pull tissue tests on the corn and beans, I guess, on Monday. And we'll get to kind of see where we're at on both the corn and the beans. Corn after side dress, and beans kind of see where we're sitting for the first pull there. Crops are looking pretty good. We caught a rain, 4/10 there 2 nights ago. Last night I think we caught a 10th or 2 that just passed through. So I think they're talking some rain sometime in the beginning of the week, I believe. So off and on chances, actually pretty much a 30 to 45% chance the next week and a half. So wheat's turning, rye's looking good. We don't have any wheat this year, just rye for cover crop seed. And a lot of guys' wheat looks absolutely amazing in this area. Put it this way, if the guy's wheat this year doesn't make at least 100 bushel, I think they're going to be really disappointed. It looks really good this year. You can kind of see back over there, over in that low ground, the manganese deficiency. You can kind of see these aren't, I mean, when you look across here, there's a lot of lighter green beans out here, but that is also a lot of new growth. Like way back over there, I don't know if you guys can pick that up, right in that area, right over there, along the ditch on the far field, on that back field, you can see manganese deficiency. You can see some over in the neighbor's field also. East side ditch, east side, east ditch, yes. That's what I want. There's 20, there's 40, where's my 60-foot drill pass? Nice thing is with the drill I can pick out where I need to be for spraying. So that's nice. Now if I had the GoPro flipped around, I could show you exactly what severe manganese deficiency looks like. It's not bad, but it shows up more in the low ground. which it always does. Then on the high ground, flip you guys around real quick. So there's your manganese deficiency, all in here. You guys can see all that. And then up on the higher ground, it gets a lot better. Done with this field.